What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a good one for you. We got some good news coming up. We're going to talk about Nio, and we're also going to talk a little bit about Tesla. But before we do, we ask you guys hit that sub button. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of March. I think we're at like 1,200 now, so let's see if we can get to that 2,000 by the end of March. Also, link in the description for the Patreon if you guys want to hop over to our private Discord. You get access to our portfolio. You get access to the great community we have over there. Well over 100 members at this point. Everybody talking, pre-market. I know I was talking with some of them this morning about some of the market not looking too hot this morning. But again, fantastic community. Everyone usually talks about what they're watching, what they're doing, what their plans are for some of the stocks that they're holding and stuff like that. So it's great advice, if you're looking to get into it. Fantastic community. Got a couple dollar slots left over there as well. You can get in for $1, man. Dirt cheap. Only got a couple of them left. So if you guys want into that, link in the description for that. But without further ado, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into it. So the market today is up. Actually, the Dow is up. Dow and S&P 500 are both up. Nasdaq's the one that's down, so that's not doing too hot. I was honestly expecting a really green day today for all stocks, just because of the fact that they passed the stimulus, the yield rates, that the Treasury Secretary that came out saying that it really didn't have to do with inflation. So I was really expecting a good green day for that, and nah, I was wrong. Wrong. There's a couple things that are green. I'm into Norwegian Cruise Lines and Wells Fargo Bank, and those are both green today, up like 3 or 4%. But yeah, not Tesla, not Nio.
It dipped a little bit in the beginning, and then it just took off like a rocket, and then just everyone sold off or whatever, and it's just been kind of slowly going down since then.
Right.
But yeah. DraftKings is up for me today. That's been a good one.
Solid stock. That is a solid stock right there.
It's up like almost 4%. So
right. Do you guys have any stocks that you guys own that are up today? Let us know in the description. We're always looking for good stocks to buy into. We're always trying to expand the portfolio and change things up. Let us know in the description what stocks you guys have that are earning you some money, or are you big losers for the day. We'd really like to know. Yeah, like you said, if we look at the Nio stock, clearly, obviously in the morning, huge sell-off, but then it just took off like a rocket. I was thinking, I'm like, is this it? Is this the,
right,
turnaround? And we pushed up to the $40, and then now we're kind of pulled back to 36. So I think there's a couple things that have gone into this, and there's reasons why. The first reason is Jefferies lowered their price target from $60 to $38, which probably didn't help anything at all.
Probably not.
That's just one analyst, one price target that's been lowered. A lot of them are still up in the 75 to 100 mark range, so I'm not too concerned there. But hopefully that is not the common trend, because that will be really, really depressing, and nobody wants that. So really big news coming out today with Nio. Their partnership with Sinopec, man, is getting closer to a partnership. They're getting closer. It hasn't officially been announced, but I was reading an article this morning, and the Shanghai Security News was reporting that a partnership between Nio and Sinopec is approaching. We reported in, I think it was like a video or two ago, about the first second generation battery swapping station from Nio was going to be launched in April. Well, here, that is going to be launched at a Sinopec gas station. So that right there's the partnership happening, man.
Pretty much.
That's really big.
You wouldn't do that unless there was some kind of partnership. So
exactly. I'm really hoping that when this is announced, this is a massive catalyst for Nio. Really looking forward to this. I'm hoping this is a good thing, because we really need to push this thing up. This really needs to get pushed up. There's still a lot of down stuff on the market, but we're not gonna let that bother us. We got diamond hands over here, baby. We hold them for the future. 3 to 5 years, man. Imagine where this is going to be. But yeah, so there's Nio sources said that the relative cooperation is still being actively promoted and subject to official announcement. So they said, obviously, again, it has not been announced. They said if the partnership between Nio and Sinopec goes well, more battery swapping stations are expected to appear at Sinopec stations. And they said that if they do announce the partnership and things go well, that gives them access to more than 30,000 gas stations across the mainland of China for them to put their battery swapping stations at.
Yep.
Just imagine, that's like here in the States, that's like Tesla putting a supercharger at every speedway or every marathon or every BP.
And Yeah, that's huge. And at least with, I don't know how gas stations are set up over there, but at least here in the States, like, off to the side, there's always extra room at a gas station, and it doesn't take up that much room to put in a battery swap station. It's like four parking spots. So at least pretty much every gas station here, they got that room off to the side that nobody uses. So
right, exactly. And I'm get rid of them damn car washes. Ain't nobody using those car washes to save 10
Right.
cents on their gallon of gas.
Right.
Get
I
out of
agree.
here. Put a swapping station in there, man.
Yep. I agree.
So that's massive news. So does this make Nio a buy? Does that make Nio a sell? What do you guys think of Nio? Do you think it's a buy? Do you think it's a hold? Do you think it's a sell? Let us know in the description or in the comments as well. So I'm going to pull up this chart like I've always shown in the previous videos. Let me get rid of my camera real quick. But this chart, I use this chart for a lot of my stocks. This tells me, how strong, when to buy, when to sell, is it oversold? Is it overbought? And this is, Nio is way oversold.
Yeah.
According to this chart, Nio is way oversold. So if we look at this very top part, the RSI index, Nio is at 27.36. Anything below a 30 is considered oversold. So that to me tells me that Nio is completely oversold and we are at a perfect buying opportunity for Nio. Also, if you look at the 50-day moving average, the blue line here, you could see that we're well below that. Normally, every time we touched it, it shot up every single time. Well, now we're way below that. So what's that tell me? It tells me that things are way, this is not normal. We should not be here. So hopefully this starts to blast off. Obviously, that 50-day moving average is going to start coming down as the market, as it stays lower. So that's just going to keep getting lower. But we're still above the 200-day moving average, which is good. So hopefully we don't go below that because that would be terrible. Got close to it the other day. Hopefully we don't. Also, the STO, you want this to stay above the 50 mark. And again, we're at the 14. So hopefully things start to turn around for Nio. This is not financial advice. We're not telling you guys to go buy Nio. We're not telling you to sell Nio. We're not telling you to hold Nio. You do what is best for you and your investments. That's what we try to do here. We just try to give you guys the best news possible. So keep that in mind. This is not financial advice. This is all entertainment purposes only. So just, again, keep that in mind. So, again, very strong things coming out of Nio. I'm really hoping that this is the green light for Nio and good things come after this, man. I know Xpeng had their announcements today of their earnings, and that worked out great for them. But their stock is still down today because it's just their general EVs down. So, yeah, it's kind of a mouthful, but hopefully a lot of good things come out of Nio. So
yeah, I think a lot of big institutions are waiting for this to go down possibly a little bit more, and then they're all just going to be loading up.
Right.
But I mean, it's just a matter of time before everyone starts loading up, and then all the just normal investors, they're just gonna, follow the herd. They're gonna get that FOMO, and they're gonna just pile in as well, and this thing's just gonna take off. It's just a matter of when. When is that gonna happen? Right. So let's move over to Tesla. Tesla's down 3.5%. It's not doing much better. But there was some news about their full self-driving systems coming out. So they entered their beta stage. It was starting to roll out late October, and they're starting to increase the number of rollouts, which is good. But they increased the price from $8,000 to $10,000 to be able to get this full self-driving, which to me is, that's a lot of money.
Right.
But it came out that they're going to start doing a monthly rental for the full self-driving. There's no price yet. There's no really set anything. And besides that, it's going to be monthly. But that, people are starting to question, are they going to do like a daily, a weekly, rentals as well? And we've talked about this before with Nio and other companies doing monthly, subscriptions. That's where the real money's at. And we were questioning if Tesla was going to do like a monthly thing for this, and it looks like they might. Right now, it seems like they're going to do like it's either 10,000 or you can do monthly, but maybe they'll eventually switch over to full-time monthly. But yeah, that's some good news though, because we've seen videos of the full self-driving, and man, it's pretty crazy.
It's really cool.
I wouldn't drop $10,000 on it, but if it was like $100 a month, I might do it.
Right.
So
I feel like
that's how
a lot
they get
more-
you right there.
Right. I feel like that's a lot more manageable though. Like people like the
Right.
subscription service clearly because I mean look at Netflix and Hulu and all these you know, ESPN, everything's subscription anymore, and it's just moving with the times, man. It really is. I can't wait to the day that I own a Tesla. I really want a Tesla. And whenever that is, you know, 20 years from now, 100 years, whenever that is.
100 years, you'll be dead, man.
Not this baby. Nope. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm really hoping things start to turn around though. You know, again, they announced the stimulus, so hopefully if that passes the House and Joe Biden signs that really just gives a big upturn for the market. But the big spending in that bill is causing inflation fears, so that's it has its pros, it has its cons. We're just gonna have to ride it out, and you know, these are diamond hands, baby. That's all we got over here. You have to hold. If you're investing, we're investors for the long term, man. If you're investing for the long term on days like today, you just got to shut the page and look away. Go do something. Go play Nintendo Switch. Go play Pokemon. Go throw a football, dude. Go outside. I don't know. Do something. Do something. You just can't stare at it all day because you're going to drive yourself crazy. And trust me, I've been there, done that. I've panic sold in the past, and it has come back to bite me in the ass. I've panic bought in the past, too. Hashtag Peloton. Freaking garbage. We'll talk about that in another video. But I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, notification, but all that good stuff in, you know, all that. That's just down there. Yeah. Link in the description for the Patreon if you guys want to join that fantastic community we got going on over there. Again, get access to the portfolio. We're going to be starting a new Discord only portfolio for stocks.
For the Discord.
Yeah.
They choose what stocks go into it.
Yeah, we're going to basically ask the Discord people, give them a list of stocks to choose from, and we're going to make a portfolio and see how well we can do, and you know, if we can grow this thing to millions. Who knows? Who knows? But again, thank you guys all for the support. We really appreciate all the support you guys given us so far, and we'll see you in the next one.